So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been helping me stay on track with some of the habits and the routines and the goals that I've set for myself. So, it may sound a little nerdy, but I'm going to let my nerd flag fly because it's made a really big impact on not only the way I approach my day, but some of my clients have also started doing this and it's really helped them too. So, how many times have you written out a list of goals? You want to eat X amount of vegetables a day, you want to work out X amount of times per week, you want to do whatever it is, save more money, declutter your house, do an evening skincare routine, whatever it is, you say it to yourself, you write it maybe on a post-it or on a note in your phone, and then you completely forget about it. And that happened to me for years until I read a book last summer called The 12-Week Year. And he talks about lead habits and lag habits and how the small things we do every day lead to that ultimate result that we want. So let's say you're trying to build a business, the small things you do every day lead to finally like opening up your shop or opening up that restaurant or whatever it is that your business is. Wanting to lose X amount of pounds, maybe the small things that you do every day, like, the meals you eat, the exercise, whatever it is, will lead to that ultimate result. So the author really focuses on tracking those daily habits that will get us to that ultimate end goal that we want, because a lot of us just write that end goal and we don't think about the steps that it takes to get there. So what I started to do is I started to track the habits that I wanted to incorporate more into my life instead of just saying them, writing them on a post-it, and then completely forgetting about them. So tracking your habits is so powerful because it helps you check in with yourself either at the end of each day or at the beginning of the next day. You see how your day went and then you approach your new day with more intention. It also helps you feel more mindful and more like you're making progress each and every day because you're checking off, like, I had 4 vegetables today, I worked out today, I decluttered my living room, I washed my face at night and did my skincare routine. Whatever it is that you are trying to incorporate into your life, the habits that you're trying to build into your life, tracking them can be really helpful. Because a lot of us, you don't know what to change unless if you don't have data, you don't know where to go from there. And this is something that's really important. We have to view data as something that can help us, not just something that causes shame or guilt or judging. And this is, a big part of keeping a food journal or a mindfulness journal or a gratitude journal. Being mindful about things and having data will really help us make positive change versus staying stuck and then wondering why we're staying stuck because we don't have any data to go off of, right? Like if you want to save money but you're not tracking what you spend, how are you going to know where maybe you could have, spent something differently, or maybe not gone out as much the previous week, or maybe not, cancel that auto ship that you have for something. We need to have the data in order to make change, and tracking your habits is a really powerful way to have that data to work off of. So if this is something you struggle with, of setting goals and then not really following through with them and not having consistency, I highly recommend finding a way to track your habits. There are a ton of apps. I personally use an app called Evernote and I create my own little spreadsheet with check marks. There's habit tracking apps. You could do it on pen and paper. Some planners even have habit trackers on them. Whatever it is, find a way that you can track your habits in an easy way, in a sustainable way. A quick 5-minute check-in at the end of each day or at the beginning of a new day will really help you go a long way when you're trying to build new habits and new routines.